No.
I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm not upset. Ring the bell. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome back to my Chanel. And do I have a bittersweet video for you today, my lovelies? Well, it's not really a bittersweet video. It's more just like, I'm going to let you in on a little something today. Yes, that's right, Mr. Biscuits. You will already be living at the new place by the time that this goes up, my lovelies. But this is my last ever video in this studio. Yes, it's kind of bittersweet in a strange way because I'm actually moving out of London. I've got several things that are currently happening and I need the dates to coincide. And then once I actually have some confirmation of something, I will let you all know exactly what the plans are. This apartment that you can see right here, right now, I have been here for 2 years. A lot of life experiences have happened to me here. I got Mr. Biscuits, I had facial feminization surgery, and I also had breast augmentation, and I celebrated my first year anniversary with my boyfriend, and I'd never lived so close to friends before. And over the next few days, I will be packing down this studio and moving. I don't know. Got lots of emotions in the studio today, my lovelies. Yes, that's right, Biscuit. But on the other hand, I am quite excited to build a brand new studio. But with that being said, my lovelies, welcome back to another episode today of Bridezillas. Are you going to get married and be like, I want the pink dress? Thank you for the kisses. But in a cruel twist of fate, we're not doing a modern series, or a modern episode, in fact, of Bridezillas, because I was able to find this. This is an official DVD biscuit of the complete second season of Bridezillas. And I believe that this is from, when is this from? 2006. Apparently, season 2 is the most dramatic, drama-ridden, Bridezilla-tastic season ever made. Now, we've already watched a couple of the modern episodes of Bridezillas, and I said each and every time that I struggle deeply to believe that people are this hateful and this just unlikable. Oh, aren't they just? Oh, yes. Oh, what's the tea? What's the tea, Mr. Bicky? Oh. So let me read you a little bit of the blurb on the back of this DVD. Oh, I want to say, actually, this is the first ever DVD case, I know, Biscuit, that has these little clasps on. And when I tried to open it at first, it wasn't working. And I was like, what? What am I doing wrong? What is this high-tech, locked-in Bridezillas DVD?
A bomb.
So, Biscuit, the Bridezillas are back! And they're scarier than ever in season 2 of the popular TV series. This often hilarious, sometimes shocking, always entertaining series offers a rare glimpse at one of America's most fascinating phenomena. In these 8 compulsively watchable episodes, real-life couples about to take the plunge undergo tantrums, meltdowns, and complete mental collapses on their way to the altar, Biscuit, the altar. You'll be amazed, Biscuit, how in the blink of an eye, an otherwise sane and lovable bride-to-be can morph into the most dangerous creature in the wedding jungle. I know.
What's happening? I can't wait to see how this turns out.
I know, isn't that shocking? What a weird way to describe something like this. But we have seen already in this series, my lovelies, that there are a selection of quite hateful people involved in weddings, it would seem. So, my lovelies, are you ready to take a journey with me through the 2006 wedding landscape?
No.
Make sure you're sitting comfortably. Grab yourself a beverage. Today, I am, in fact, back on the piss.
Oh, piss it.
No, it's mango sorbet flavoured and it's absolutely delicious. Oh, yes. Pop your little ochinger right into your Zilla hole and let's watch Bridezillas 2006.
I like the bass. I like the buttery biscuit bass.
Ooh. Is this the intro? Factzilla. In 1840, Queen Victoria made white the bridal colour of choice. She did, it's true. Before then, we actually had colourful weddings in the Western world. Can you believe it?
Not me.
A scandal, girls. Okay, right. Oh, okay, right. Weddings. Wedding.
Today, 27-year-old Twee is getting fitted for her wedding dress.
She's getting
and
fit.
she's not happy about it.
Oh, she's not happy. All right, we are 8 seconds into the episode, my lovely. Miss Twee is not happy with her wedding dress. Okay, why?
Not happy about
Oh,
it.
is this
a
the
bit
dress? I'm a
blancmange.
little annoyed because I think this is the 4th time that I've been here. The first 2 times it was looking at the dress and then like picking out the material. I had to come back here just to pick out material. I am gonna look like a princess, not wussy.
Wait, I don't understand. But that's just like shopping for a custom garment, isn't it? Being like, yes, we need to make material adjustments. No, is that just not part of like normal everyday life when you get a designer garment made? Is that quite Bridezilla?
Really pissed off me. I had to go to the shop 4 times.
I hate shopping. I hate New York in June.
Let's get it on.
Right, okay, Twee. How old
Twee's
are you?
brought
Where do you
family
come
members
from?
along, not only for support, but for simple communication.
Oh. I don't know about this wedding dress. I think it's very of the time, 2006. Just a simple garment, should we say?
I don't understand, I'm a simple woman.
Although the gathering at the bottom is quite interesting. I wonder if that would be a really heavy dress. I do feel like we've just sort of jumped headfirst into this episode. Was that Factzilla part the intro to this? Was it? I don't know. How do these episodes work? I don't understand Bridezillas.
The dressmaker is Korean and speaks no English.
Right.
Twee is Vietnamese and speaks no Korean.
Oh.
Luckily, Twee's future sister-in-law is Korean.
It's gonna stay the way it is.
What an interesting turn of events. Like, I'm going to go to a lady who I can't communicate with, but I do want to have a very expensive designer garment. Not unheard of. And a translator absolutely helps within this situation. So, oh. No subtitles? Okay, no subtitles.
My dress
2006, you didn't
is
get.
loose and it's falling off of me. And if I'm going to be moving around, I need it to fit.
Yes. A dress should fit.
She kept on saying that I didn't have enough breasts.
Just see this.
So what if we took it out?
If you took it out and did it?
Yeah.
Because I think it kind of looks okay.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't look bad.
No. She was really obsessed
care?
with the size of my breasts, and she actually stuffed so much into my bosom that it was actually kind of suffocating. Well, I don't want to look too top heavy where I'm gonna fall over because
Trust me,
everyone
you got
does.
no problems looking too top heavy.
Magic sense.
Well, goodness me, red for filth. You'll have no problems looking top heavy, no. I do want to say that is actually quite a nice little
Maybe
fit.
we're
No, quite nice. I mean, it's horizontal stripes, which aren't my favourite thing for a wedding dress, but you know, who am I to judge other people's weddings? But a YouTuber on the internet that you all want to hear my opinion from.
She's kind, she's humble.
Look what you've done.
Magic sense, bro.
That hair is wild. How thick her hair is. Goodness me. I could never.
Magic sense, bro.
You can't see a
That instead of
nipple.
this,
No,
I'm gonna
say.
break out from that. I'm allergic to everything. There's like this film on the breast to make it stick, and I'm like, I don't want to be breaking out the day of my wedding.
Is she allergic to
Do
glue?
your hair?
Yeah, you have to service me. I'm a bride.
Can you get out of my way so I can see?
But even with every hair in place,
Oh, that's actually quite sweet. Like, it's very classic wedding, little tiara, nice little bouffant of a veil, very classic white colours.
So I can see.
But even with every hair in place, Twee can't ignore the obvious. Without the proper padding, her wedding dress is slip-sliding away.
This is really loose, this part right here. So it needs to be pulled in a lot.
Get a strapless bra with thick padding, like a Wonder Bra type of padding.
Sorry, are we meant to be siding with everyone else in this situation and not the bride? Okay, is this going to be a completely different experience to the other episodes of Bridal Plasty?
Unexpected item in backing.
Bridezillas that we've seen so far, which are more modern and more reality TV manufactured, I would say. I don't think saying this dress doesn't fit me, we need to have it adjusted so it fits me, is in any way, shape or form being a Bridezilla. Would anyone here disagree with that statement? If so, please write a postcard and put it in the bin.
We're just gonna boob job between now and my wedding.
Though Twee is of Vietnamese descent, her fiance John is Korean American.
Oh.
So Twee also plans to wear the traditional Korean wedding gown.
Is it a hanbok?
John's mom actually got a custom-made dress for me. It's a Korean wedding dress. You know, you get dressed up and they give you their blessings and they welcome you into the family.
Oh, how beautiful.
I look sexy in this dress.
I think cross-culture weddings are such a fascinating experience because I always feel like it comes across really quite lovely to make sure that like everyone feels respected in this situation and everyone gets a little taster of what they want. I love that. I love that. I'm not seeing her be a Bridezilla just yet, but it is only early. I might have to pull out my tongue.
To pronounce it correctly, I would have to
pull out your tongue.
So does this look okay with my sleeves? Is it too short? Because it's supposed to come down here, right? Can we try that now?
그거 잠깐.
She's like, there's nothing I can do about this. Well, you know what? You're a seamstress. What do you mean you can't lengthen my sleeves? Extend the white part or something. But, she didn't want to do it.
우리 큰 여자는 한복 입으면 굴떠서 안 돼.
I wear this. She said, you look really nice wearing a hanbok because
Hanbok.
women who are flat,
Oh, they look better.
yeah, it falls nicely. Women who are have big chest, it looks like this.
Perfect. I'm glad I look. My breast is
Aren't you glad
sufficient
they're
in one dress.
The dress.
I am genuinely shocked at quite how harsh everyone else is being. But this show is called Bridezillas, not, I don't know, shop assistant zillas.
I don't want that.
Are we going to sympathise with the brides throughout this series? Oh, how the tables have...
Good heavens.
Dressmaker suddenly declares she must attend to another bride and hustles Twee and her party out the door.
I was actually really upset that she was kicking us out. She's like, we have to rush because she has another bride coming. And, I understand that, it's important for another bride to get dressed and stuff, but hey, I'm a bride too. And so she needs to pay attention to me. I was hoping to pick up the dress today. So I'm going to come next week, and if I have to come back and it is not done, I think I'm going to blow.
Oh, someone's been at the Macromedia, girls. I don't feel like she's being a bridezilla. I really honestly feel like if you've booked a slot with a professional to have like your measurements done, a dress try on, maybe adjustments need to be made, and you're willing to pay, and you've got time still, and you're not pressuring them to push other people out of the way, where's the issue? Where's the problem? Like, that is an active service. Also, clocked at the pageant for being called like, you've got no titties, you've got too many titties, no titties at all.
I don't know why, but I simply must.
Right, oh.
Tonight, Jada and her fiance Julius are on the way to visit their wedding planner, and Jada's sister is along for the ride.
Oh.
But just before they arrive, Julius drops a bombshell on Jada.
Oh, dear.
I counted my groomsmen today.
He's what?
I counted my groomsmen today. It's not 6 and 6.
What is it?
It's 7 and 6.
I'm gonna pull somebody else out, make them an usher.
Uneven numbers of groomsmen?
To show 7 on one side and 6 on the other.
Oh, yeah, no, it has to be equal.
At a photograph, your eye usually goes to the middle,
Yes.
and everything
A
should be
central
symmetric.
focus.
I'm starting to wear a little thin with about aesthetics. Starting to wear thin with it. I'm coming real close to being at my wit's end with aesthetics. Because everything that has caused any remote level of tension with this has been wrapped in the aesthetics.
For Jada,
I am genuinely speechless. So far in this show, we have seen people around the brides being quite incapable. I'm sorry, if your groom has made a mistake and he's got 7 people on one side and you're going to have a gorgeous show, like a gorgeous picture together that requires a lot of symmetry for you to be in the central focal feature and then your bridal party on one side and your groom party on the other. Why have you picked 7? I completely agree with this lady. So far, I mean, we're only 5 minutes in, and Jada's correct. Like, sorry, but a wedding is all about aesthetics. Otherwise, you just have it at the registry office in front of your friends and family and just be like, we declare our love. If that's all that you wanted. The chances are you're having a wedding and a marriage because you care about the way things look. My mind, my lovelies, it's being blown today in the studio.
For Jada, the solution to this problem is simple, but Julius won't hear of it.
Love to see it. We're not cutting. We're asking them to perform a different task.
Personally, I think it was definitely blown out of proportion.
I'll walk the rest of the way.
I'll take the long way.
I'll walk.
But before Jada can hitchhike home,
I don't like this man. I don't like this groom at all. I don't feel like your wife-to-be is being unreasonable by saying that to think of like a nice wedding photo, we need to have more symmetry in the wedding shot. I don't think that's not unreasonable.
they're at the wedding planners.
Right, at the wedding planner. Hello. Do you know what? There's something about this sort of like NTSC 4x3 digital film camera sort of thing that really reminds me of like nostalgic Christmas. It's so nostalgic. The way this show is filmed already, it's giving me that vibe of like, this is what I watched when I was a child. And I've never seen Bridezillas before. It's this aesthetic. I feel like this is a film camera. We'll be able to see if the light here, let me use the mouse. Use the mouse, mummy. This light here leaves a trail on this overexposed area here. If that leaves a trail, This is a film camera. It didn't leave a trail. It's not a film camera. Ah! Firewire who?
Once they're inside, Julius asks the wedding planner to mediate.
Okay.
Right, gosh.
7 groomsmen on one side and 6 bridesmaids on the other side. How bad does it really look?
Terrible.
It doesn't look bad at all, considering the fact that you all still have a flower girl that's up there, so technically it looks like 7 and 7.
Hello. Elvis has left the building.
One of these other groomsmen have to do something else.
Okay.
We've got one, it's uneven. It's 6 on one side, 7 on the other.
Yeah, where's the flower girl standing? But also, that wedding planner, I don't know, the fact that she was like, what? Don't be obscene. Kind of makes you feel like, well, the flower girl, no. I am suspicious.
Everyone sees things that way. Not everyone thinks visually or sees things visually, but I do. Hey, it's unbalanced.
It's not that unbalanced.
It's unbalanced.
That is so minor.
It's not minor. Symmetry. Symmetry. Equal.
You're kidding me. Okay, I know what symmetry
Yes,
means.
you know
I know what
what,
equal
but-
means. All right, you don't have to keep.
Oh, God.
It's a little late for this. You all knew this already, so
She had that ready and waiting, didn't she? She was like, shut up, sit down, listen to mummy.
I'm so excited.
I guess I'll just piss on the floor.
And the person.
I could count my bridesmaids, so I started ringing the bell. He's doctor. I'm not concerned about what goes down the aisle.
If you want to
Shut
go there and
up!
be sarcastic.
Dealing with Julius and Jada. This is the first time I ever had to use a bill.
Since the wedding planner won't tolerate their bickering, the dueling duo turned to one of Julius's friends.
How bad does that look? It doesn't.
It actually doesn't look that bad.
Thank you. It's 6
I
and
can't
7.
believe no one is agreeing with the bride here. I really feel like the brides are being ganged up on by other people in their life here. The brides are not being bridezillas so far. Like, saying yes, if you have 6 people on one side and 7 people on another and then a couple in the middle, it's gonna look off-center. That's not insane! What? And the fact that he is being very, like, standoffish, very like, I'm settling on this, I'm digging my heels in. No, it's not unbalanced. Like, actually, you can't just have something that's a little bit unbalanced. A balance works in absolutes. It's either balanced or it's not.
Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy.
Don't like this at all. No, he needs to have a little moment, a little sit down and go, am I really arguing about saying to someone, could we take maybe 2 photos and have one person just stand off to the side for a second whilst we take some gorgeous symmetrical photos?
It didn't affect your pictures.
Oh, I backed up a little bit because I didn't know exactly what was gonna happen. Sorry. Was I not supposed to say that?
Yeah, sorry, dear.
Oh dear, she's walked in on something.
Sometimes, things kind of explode and you're like, should we leave or, is everything okay?
Oh yeah, no, it is awkward being
Okay.
around people
There goes my pictures.
fiery.
Okay.
You know what?
You can't. If things aren't going exactly.
Great, so she's agreeing, and now they're all like, no, stop. We want you to go further. Go on, shout at mummy. Let me ring the bell. I'm never shopping in BHS again. What is happening?
Okay, there goes my pictures. Okay.
Oh, she said, okay, there goes the pictures. Well, it's true.
You can't. If
true.
things aren't going exactly.
Am I being unreasonable here? Am I being completely unreasonable so far? From the context that we have currently gotten from this episode, am I being, mummy Luxy Plops, am I being unreasonable?
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
Sound off in the comments box below, where I will swiftly block you if you disagree with me. Could you imagine?
You better watch out.
But Jada knows there's more than one way to skin a cat.
I hate that
and
phrase.
If it's symmetry,
Why can't there be more than one way to feed the cats? Why are we skinning cats? Stop it. They're lovely.
One way to skin a cat. And if it's symmetry Jada wants, it's symmetry Jada's going to get.
Yeah, well,
I have Photoshop, so.
Who you gonna erase?
Whoever's on the end.
If you had more than 3.5 friends, you could put somebody else in your head.
You know what?
Oh, you wasn't trying to make
You
the
know what?
twins hostesses because they
You
look
know
like-
what? You think I would add another dress on top of all the other dresses that still are not finished, and mine is still in pieces of fabric on the table,
Are you
not
serious?
sewn yet?
it is kind of like we've started in the middle of an episode. I mean, I guess this is episode 1 of season 2. It feels like we've started with half the story already told. Am I being dense here? Has mummy made a mistake? Mummy's mistakes. this channel.
She's got a point.
It was brought to my attention I was doing more harm than good, and I was asked to refrain from offering any more opinion. Yes, everybody knows my middle name is Caesar.
No, I didn't know that.
Here we go.
Okay, we gotta get this squared away. I don't want it to be, we've already hashed this out. I just want to really just come in and be pretty concise, get the information we needed, and wrap it up. If she and I need to do this, then we can just do this. And if you guys need to talk about music or something, seriously, because it doesn't need to be a round table discussion.
Is this being...
Seriously, it's...
She just wants to get it done. I mean, she's being quite blunt and abrupt because obviously this guy's like, no, I don't want to change this. She could, I guess, add in someone else, or they could both say, you cut 2, I cut 1, and then we'll have an even smaller number, but it would still be symmetric in photos and layout. But is this a genuine argument? I don't know. I'm still really confused about that comment that the husband-to-be made earlier about, like, everything we argue about is about aesthetics. Do Americans say aesthetics or aesthetics? I always say aesthetic. Is that incorrect?
No.
No.
I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm not upset. Ring the bell.
This is what we need to focus on.
Oh, she's getting her money's worth.
About what she wants and the type of wedding day that she expects.
Whatever makes Jada happy is what's gonna happen.
Unfortunately, I'm not able to have fun with it right now. It's work. It's not fun.
And regardless.
Well, organising a wedding is stressful. Oh dear, what was the pitchfork? Mission Tux! By name and nature. Hideous shoe. Oh.
Since Twee's busy getting her own wedding attire, she's left John on his own to handle the menswear.
Is this the husband-to-be, Jonathan?
Not only is he responsible for his own tuxedo, he has to
responsible
handle
for his
everyone
own wig.
else's.
When she has her plate full and she starts asking me to do little things, and I really don't want to do it. I mean, I'm not the bride. I shouldn't be planning a wedding. I don't care.
What is happening? What is happening? This show should just be called Land of the Zillas, The Brides Are Okay.
It's not very catchy.
Why is it unthinkable for a man to think of the type of suits that him and his groomsmen are going to wear? Judging from the very small amount of wedding planning we've currently seen Twee do with her dress, she likes the classic look, the classic aesthetic. So why doesn't he just go with black, simple, tailored suits? Can never go wrong.
I don't care as long as it's black and comfortable. Twee basically told me what I couldn't wear, and here we are.
Go ahead and put him down. If a groom comes in by himself, I'll say, now make sure you run this by your bride before, you decide to make anything final. Does she say a color that she
Oh, he's got a little studded one here.
Is he a cross-dresser?
It's on the left side, so in the UK he'd be safe because it's right here, right queer girls! A little bit of freezing. What is this? Listen, we've done...
Does she say a color that she would like the vest in?
The vests?
Silver, right? Silver tie.
A silver tie? But that's a tie, not a vest. Oh, okay. A bit oversized.
I do.
Do you know what color the bridesmaids' dresses are? Or did she inform you?
I think it's pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
But if Twee is thinking pink, John is seeing red.
I'm not wearing pink.
Oh, I know.
You can give them pink. I'm not wearing pink.
Right.
John knows he'll face the wrath of Twee if he makes any mistakes.
Actually, I should call her and make
Yeah,
sure.
just double check, but maybe listen the first time.
What color is their dress? Pink. Hang on, Keith I'm gonna put you on speaker, so don't say anything nasty.
Hi, for the groomsmen, would you like, for their vest, like their accessories, do you want them in the matching, like a pink vest?
This show is so misogynistic so far. I'm getting this completely different to what I expected this show to be. When people online were leaving reviews for this series being like,
it's the worst, the most exciting series of Bridezillas you're ever gonna see. Oh, the brides are terrible.
So far, everyone else has been awful. The brides are fine.
Oh, look at the flip phone. Do you want them in the matching, like a pink vest to try to coordinate, or do you want them in a black vest?
I would really love them in a pink.
If you want to do the pink, you need to come in with a swatch so we can go over to make sure I can provide you with the proper pink color.
If I can get a swatch, then I'll bring it in.
Okay,
great.
That would be great. Yeah, because there's not a lot of variety when it comes to pink vests. Because
Wait, I don't want to stress about this next week. How realistic is it for you to get a swatch?
If she goes to the store, she bought them, they'll give her a swatch, no problem.
No, the bridesmaids are in Texas.
Let's go with the black tie and black vest.
Did somebody pick out the dresses for you, or did you pick them out?
I picked them out.
And it was in Texas?
No, I picked them out here and they ordered it from Texas.
You bought the dresses here, so you can get the swatch?
They found the same designer and the same color dress and they ordered it over there.
See, so that means you didn't buy it.
Yeah, I didn't. I never said I bought it.
Yeah, you changed your story twice.
You can't be yelling at me. I'm the bride.
As a guy, I always try to fix things when she talks to me about her problems or stresses. I love her, but it's kind of difficult right now.
That bitch is giving me gout.
Where are these men? Ugh. Oh, a cross-dresser. Welcome to Faxzilla, according to Hindu tradition, rain on your wedding is considered good luck. Oh, that's nice. That sounds very similar to bird shat on you. Oh, very good.
With her wedding date
different
fast
cultures, different
approaching,
areas of the world.
31-year-old publicist Jada is a nervous wreck. But today, this damsel in distress is hoping an old-school chum will be her knight in shining armor.
Oh, on the
Melissa
freeway.
is a friend from college. We were born the same day, the same year. She's as close to a twin as I'll ever get.
Oh, very sweet. Erivier. Oh gosh, airports in the 2000s. Look at that.
God, she's here. She's here. Melissa! There you are.
Pixelation.
Hi, Davey.
Oh, that's nice. Little reunion.
Melissa's not just any gal pal. She's also Jada's maid of honor.
A lesbian.
Huge deal when she asked me. I bawled over the phone. Or basically, she said, I got big news. And I was like, either she's pregnant or she's getting married. And then she asked me to be her maid of honor, and I was absolutely floored.
That's the response you want, isn't it? Someone to be like, yeah.
I just heard the dress is not finished.
Like, none of it is done. There is nothing put together. The muslin, the top, has been cut.
So just the top of the dress is done.
Very quickly.
This is my wedding.
Are we going to see,
planning
hang on,
bag.
how many people have we seen? 2 people. We've seen 2 people so far. Are we going to see 2 weddings this episode? No. We've only got 20 minutes left, so I don't quite understand. Put your things in the car.
2 folders.
And climb in yourself. Slap.
My laptop. Oh my God.
Oh God, a laptop back in this day would have been the
You ready
size
to
of
work?
this room.
That's a very big responsibility because at the end of the day,
That's
it's
just the
about her
laptop.
day being perfect and there's so many little details to worry about. Backup has arrived.
Right.
Before Melissa can even drop off her luggage, Jada rushes her to the dressmaker for a fitting.
Right. Ooh.
The color is gorgeous.
What color is that?
Jada immediately spots a problem.
Oh God.
That's way different on the left side. Way different. And if it's not working on hers, I don't know what's going to happen with the rest of them. The top is just not fitting right. All the way across the board.
Without the ribbon?
Doesn't look right.
And work with it without the ribbon?
Yeah.
Have the other girls tried the dresses on with the ribbon?
No. See, when they try, and then this is lined in the top already. Theirs wasn't lined yet.
So this is something that can happen with all of them? My wedding's in a matter of days. If dresses aren't done for the bridesmaids, my dress is going to be delayed. So.
If you've gone to a designer and they haven't made a fitting garment for the people that they have the measurements for, that's not your fault as a customer, and that is not Bridezilla behavior. Any time that you put in for a custom design on anything, I don't know, an example, a logo design. If you go to a specific designer, let's say you find them on one of those directory websites like 99 Designs or Fiverr or something, you buy a service and that service contains revisions in case the overall look is not what your client wants.
Oh, that's a problem. It's a major problem.
Yeah.
Jada's
dresses
solution
don't
to
fit,
this
that's the
problem
problem.
is to inconvenience her bridesmaids even more. The next day, she orders them to report to the dressmaker so she can inspect their dresses.
That's not...
Can you have them lined up according to height? Turn around one more time. Can I see them without those tags on?
Checking to make sure clothes fit is not being a bridezilla. These dresses do not fit.
Thank you.
No, that's going to be perfect.
It is really interesting there that the designer was like, ugh, and then goes off to like, I was going to say fanny around with them. I guess that makes sense, but like...
Can I see them without those tags on them, please? Thank you.
No, that's going to be perfect. That's going to be perfect.
I just don't need to see any imperfections right now. I need to see as close to a finished product as possible right now.
But Jada's bridesmaids don't take this military-style dress fitting as seriously as Jada does.
So stupid. Oh, so stupid.
$225 each. Yeah, if I'm paying for a custom-made dress, I want it to fit. That's not unreasonable.
It's a real deal. You're a wild thing and you're a natural star. Got me crazy about the way you are. So I want you, baby, you're the real deal.
Look at that. That dress there is not fitting. There's like either a gap in the gathering or something, or he's tried to pin it in a certain way. That's got no give whatsoever. I don't trust this designer.
Don't look down.
Clearly, this bridal battalion is stepping out of line, so General Jada pulls rank to remind them who's in charge.
Did they just put a piece of music over to like ridicule the bride getting upset at a very stressful situation when people around her aren't doing their job correctly, as if it's her fault?
Yes! Tight, straight, back. All right.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Before they're allowed to go on furlough, Jada drills her soldiers on their
Yes,
wedding
yeah,
day.
look, like that is not fitting.
Jada.
Look. Where she put her hand there?
Drills her
That is not fitting. That is not a fitted dress. What is this designer doing?
What about a lovely V-neck cashmere jumper?
She's got 6 bridesmaids and she's spending $225 each. That's nearly $1,500 on dresses. And if none of them fit, then that's not her fault.
I just want to go over everything we've been talking about over and over and over again. American manicures, right? Uniformity is important for me. And then hair, everyone's gonna be washed and finished for Saturday morning. I had a makeup artist take a look at them, look at their skin tones, to choose the right greens to match dresses. Chris is gonna see you two during the week to match up your hair color. But Nikki and Lene...
This does not sound... She just sounds well organized. She's not badgering her bridesmaids into doing things. The fact there that she said, I've also brought in a makeup artist so that we can look at the greens and see what works with the skin tones and make each makeup look work for them. That is beyond. That's great. If I step onto set and I hear someone has that idea, for me as a makeup artist, I think, wonderful. I can meld my talent with what you expect as an outcome. That is great. Do you know what's worse? Someone going, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I don't know.
Oh, they've just got like, it's just a load of like paper men.
Because it is exceptionally harder to please someone that has no idea about what they want than it is for someone who has a strong idea and will listen to your expertise.
I've chosen to go ahead and kind of just lay it out on the front end so there will be no surprises.
Is she telling them to dye their hair though? I'm not sure about that. Don't agree with... Okay, that's the first bridezillery bit, being like, change your hair colour is a bit bridezillery.
The last time 27-year-old Twee went for a dress fitting, the seamstress closed up shop before the fitting was even finished.
So unprofessional.
She's basically
literally, get out. You've got no tits. Get out my shop.
She's kicking us out because, you know, I understand that, you know, it's important for another bride to get dressed and stuff, but hey, I'm a bride too. And so she needs to pay attention to me.
Though that day she was ready to kill the shopkeeper, today Twee's decided to kill her with kindness.
What is this, Kim? I brought you some eclairs.
Tweez also brought backup support in the form of her future father-in-law.
Okay.
Like the shopkeeper, he also speaks Korean.
How do I look? Looks
She
good.
looks beautiful.
You like it?
Luckily for Twee, her gift to the shopkeeper has worked its magic.
I was gonna say, have we just experienced something a little bit like intersectional... What's the word I'm gonna go for here? Intersectional prejudice? Is that the word? Intersectional prejudice? Is that something? I would say, I would use the word racism, but I'm unsure about that. Is it because she's a Vietnamese bride marrying a Korean-American man that this Korean shop owner has been like, no, you look awful, you look, no, that doesn't fit, now get out, get out. Could that potentially be something there that we've seen that makes you kind of go like, that doesn't seem correct? We have something very similar here in the UK of like, if you are someone from a working class background and you go into an upper class thing, an event or something, upper class people quite often will turn around and be like, and that prejudice, I feel like, is very similar to what we've just seen here. Am I off the mark there? Is that completely, like, irrelevant? Are my feelings invalid? Let me know in the comments, because that's wild. Now she's bought her Korean father-in-law and a present to bribe her. This lady's like, it's all fine. The CEO of Estee Lauder has arrived to pass judgment. haven't you?
Blah de blah de blah de blah. De blah de blah de blah. De blah de blah de blah.
Why do you look so shocked? You can sit there if you want, but you have to sit nicely.
Because today, this woman seems eager to help.
Be careful the zipper. Zipper is the individual zipper. It's very sensitive. This dress is very thick. Okay? Baby, help ladies, 2 ladies. One lady tight, one lady
to zip it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, her attitude has really changed.
Okay. 3 ladies?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the first person is going to have to actually hold the dress up.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a heavy dress. So, just getting this dress on will be...
Why hasn't she put a zip in the dress that's capable of holding the thick fabric? As a seamstress, you would know to do this, correct? I'd know that you want an invisible zip, but you could easily use a stronger zip and add in an invisible panel or something like that. That's very strange. I'm not sure about that at all.
But before she can make a mountain out of a molehill,
Stop moving my
Twee's
mic.
future father-in-law puts things in perspective.
Right.
When you get the baby and you have to educate the kid and you have to, it's more
That's when it gets really
more
bad.
headache.
More headaches.
Yeah.
This is nothing. If I can't handle this, I can't handle married life. Because once you're married, it's like, you know, it's the 2 of you. You know, it's, you know, it's gonna be different. A lot of things are gonna come out like during married life that just didn't even come out during the engagement period. You're just gonna, you know, there's a thunder coming down. God saying, yeah, that's right. You guys have no idea. Look at how horrible it looks outside. This is 5 days before the wedding and it is pouring.
Is she being a bridezilla here? I think she's actually being very self-reflective, hyper-aware, and kind. I don't feel like she's, I don't know.
Los Angeles has had more rain since January. Oh my gosh!
Lightning girls! Don't get
Oh my
married!
gosh, it's starting to hail. Oh my god.
We had some of that earlier.
Oh my gosh, it's hailing. It better not hail on my wedding. That would be so bad. I've never ever seen hail. They said it's supposed to be good luck if it rains on your wedding day, but you know what? I'm gonna pass on that luck.
Yeah, it's one of those things of it's
Please,
like, oh, it's really shit, but it does mean you're lucky.
Oh, that's terrible. Thank you.
Why?
Please let the sun come out next Saturday.
Saturday sunshine. Saturday.
Hey, Bill, what are Saturdays for?
Sunday, Saturday, Monday.
No, what else are they for?
Saturday.
Saturdays are for the...
Saturday.
No.
Oh, fact that half of US brides and grooms have been married before. What is this music?
I think that's
very adult hub, isn't it?
I'm freaking out.
3 days until the wedding.
As if planning a wedding wasn't time-consuming enough, Twee and John are being forced to grapple with another life-changing event. Circumstances have forced them to move into a new home just days before their nuptials.
Oh my God, the stress.
For the wedding?
Tell them be careful with the red couch because the legs stick out a lot, so it's really difficult to get it through the
American houses
stairs.
are so big.
Today is moving day, and keeping a lid on their temper has never been
very
tougher.
appropriate.
I'm in a fine mood every day. I don't know what you're
You're in a fine mood every day?
Yeah.
I'm like a foul mood every day.
I'm not gonna lie, but like moving house is one of the most stressful things you can do.
Well, at certain times, just don't talk to me.
Do you need a Ziploc bag?
Don't talk to me!
Don't lose it.
I don't know, all this stress is making my skin break out. I don't normally get pimples, but I think I've like popped like 5 in the past like week or so, and my bags are just so bad. They're so large, and I just
Large
look
and in
horrible.
charge.
I feel horrible.
This sounds a horrible experience for these brides.
Some good stuff in here, but we don't even have a cassette player. John is infuriating. He knows we gotta move, and I know that he was doing a lot of stuff last week, but as I'm moving, I'm like, we need to throw this away, we need to throw this away, and he doesn't want to throw away anything.
Although she would say, I leave junk all over the place, but it's organized junk. It's like
It's junk.
It's
He
not
doesn't want to
junk.
throw
It's
anything
junk,
away.
sis.
It's freaking packed right.
This should be called Groomzillas. This is absolutely not Bridezillas in the slightest. And I know that Groomzillas is a separate show.
This is like valuable.
Plastic tat is not valuable.
Oh, yeah. So I've just been throwing away things without him knowing. I'm starting to want to wring his neck. I just packed some stuff that I know he will never, ever look at.
What?
Those binders.
You know, if it's not her stuff, it's junk. She doesn't care.
Look at this. Look at this. This is Daisy's leash. You know how long we've had this?
Yeah, that is junk, sis. That is junk.
We've had this for over a year because he doesn't want to throw it away.
There's a story behind this.
There's a story behind everything. See that lotto ticket? He's gonna keep it. We've got so many lotto tickets hanging around. It's insane.
You don't play, you can't win.
It's all crap. You admit to it, but you can't.
Why would you keep old lottery tickets? For what reason?
Money laundering. Grand theft auto.
What are Saturdays for?
Part with it.
Baby, that's...
It's like these brides are living in Bizarro land because they're the only ones being sane.
Sense of me.
John says his habit of hoarding things is no worse than Twee's habit of losing them.
Hey, where's my keys? Where's my purse? Remember the purse you said you couldn't find? You thought somebody stole it during an open house or something? Where was it? It was in the house.
It was you that
lose
moved
things?
it. I don't lose things. I just misplace them sometimes. I think it's in the drawer.
See?
Then you put it away.
But you left it right there.
You put it away. How am I supposed to find things if he puts it away?
Are they trying now to show us these sort of sections to be like,
Oh, they're just as bad as each other, aren't they? He keeps pieces of shit around the house cluttering their lives, and she put her keys in the wrong place once. Oh.
Scandalous. I don't understand, Mr. Biscuits. Do you understand?
Finally, it's time to hit the road.
John, you want to go?
Yeah.
Where's my watch?
But just because they're going to their new home doesn't mean John and Twee are ready to let go of their old argument.
You're just standing around.
What?
I'm organizing.
Are you being difficult?
No one ever
You've
has
got
a
something
smile
to
on
say?
their face when they move. It's like one of the toughest things to do. It's like getting married.
It is.
Today is an important day for 19-year-old Adriana.
Oh, a
She and
third
her mother
lady.
are
Biscuit, be careful of the microphone. Right, so we're now seeing a third? We're not seeing anyone get married in this episode, are we? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch.
I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch.
In search for the perfect wedding dress.
Right, so she's browsing
Nice long
for her dress.
Though she's not quite sure what
That
kind of
is
dress
quite
she
a
wants, Adriana's very sure about the kind of dress she doesn't want.
Okay,
I don't
great
like
place to
those
start.
Short dresses, nothing too poofy. I don't like too much beading. That's nasty. Too much beading is too much.
I mean, it's a bit much to call it nasty, but there's nothing wrong with, if you don't know what you want, there's nothing wrong with starting at a place of things of you definitely know that you don't want, so that then you can actually narrow it down to some positive answers. That's not Bridezilla behavior, that's like sensible behavior.
I just want a plain white dress.
Plain white dress.
It's gorgeous,
Gorgeous.
on you. It looks beautiful on
Maybe
you.
if she had the straps go outwards a little bit. A veil! Crossing the veil.
Come here.
Have a laugh.
Does that feel? Sorry, showing my hair.
She's got a little bit Anna Nicole vibes going on.
Now you're the real bride.
Wow.
Finishing touches.
It seems that Adriana's found her perfect dress, and days later, with the alterations complete, she can't wait to pick it up.
How was that in any way, shape, or form? Like a Bridezilla moment?
Really, really nervous. I want it over with now.
Right.
Like now.
But
This is how I feel
taking
with
that perfect
moving.
dress home might be a pipe dream,
Oh,
because
God.
Adriana's been butting heads with the bridal shop.
They have been very mean and they have been not nice over the phone and things have not been very precise and they said I'm not allowed to get my dress without my receipt, which is ridiculous after I have been here plenty of times, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, I don't know. I think you do need to
inside
provide a
the bridal
receipt,
shop,
yes.
Adriana's furious at what she finds.
God.
It's supposed to be done in press with my wedding's in 8 days. It's still dirty as hell. I'm gonna cry. It's full of hair.
Later, Adriana vents her frustration to her fiancé, Jason.
So her dress isn't ready, even though they've promised it would be, and it's dirty. She's not being a Bridezilla. Where are they finding these people who just are wholly incapable of providing a service that they're charging for.
The bins!
Social media is a strange weapon now because in this day and age, if you went to go to your, like, designer and they'd effed up this many times, this much, you would expect to see that reflected in their online reviews.
I gave them 5 stars on Yelp.
My dress is dirty and it's gonna take forever.
Her bad luck with her bridal gown makes Adriana question whether her wedding itself is doomed.
So I guess this
I'm
whole
surprised
wedding
I would
itself
be
is
as well.
a big catastrophe.
Cake! Cake? Oh, US weddings are worth $25.3 billion a year. That's what it was worth in 2006. Less than 20 years later, it has more than 200 times that because it is now worth over $500 billion per year.
Hey!
I don't
You must
think-
be Nicole.
Oh, it's a wedding day.
Nice to meet you too. Come on in.
Who are you?
Finally, it's the day Tweez
Oh,
waited for her
Tweez!
entire
Sorry,
life.
I was like, who
her
are you?
wedding day.
Makeup artist.
But-
Okay, we're seeing a fucking wedding. Everybody sit down, shut up. Wedding.
Instead of a smile on her face,
Right, let's have a
he's
look at your
sporting
brush
something
roll. Is it
far
cleansed?
less pleasant.
A big zit on my forehead that just popped up from all the stress.
Look at the
I just
makeup
want to
artist.
look pretty.
Right. Oh, a cosmetic sponge. Yes. Oh, a glossy lip. Speeding through it, apparently. She does hair as well. Hair and
For the
makeup.
bride, and if you are going to get stressed out or freak out or
Little
blow up,
updo.
it's going to be on the day of the
Nicole.
wedding.
Okay.
Right in
Twee would be a lot more stressed if she knew what John has forgotten to do.
Is that it? All of this, and I've been waiting to see some beautiful glam, and it's like, oh, but the bride, the husband is busy pissing himself in the jacuzzi.
You know, I have not gone over my vows. I'm pretty sure that I could just repeat whatever the pastor's saying. Well, at this point, I mean, I don't have the script or the passage or whatever I'm supposed to remember. I don't think I'm supposed to remember that. I just heard that I may have to, or I was maybe supposed to have memorized our wedding vows.
Incapable. Why is everyone so... I'm enraged. The government. Why is everyone so incapable? I didn't know I was meant to remember my vows.
That was the silly goose police. You need to turn yourself in.
You're meant to be speaking from the heart. A memorable, almost like poetry, about how much this person means to you. I'm gonna pop my optic nerve.
Bitch, me too. The fuck?
But before John can find out whether or not he's supposed to memorize his vows, a call comes through from Twee.
Right.
It seems her forgetfulness has reared its ugly head.
I don't know where my veil is. Is there any way that you can look downstairs in the garage to see if we missed putting it in the car?
John just received a phone call from Twee, and I guess she was somewhat upset. She forgot her veil. You know, it's her special day, and it's...
But she said on the phone there, have you missed packing it in the car? Which would indicate to me that she maybe had asked him, could you put everything in the car for me so that I can leave on time? If he's forgotten the veil, it could be both of their faults, actually, because I would always double check just to make sure I've got everything in the car if I needed it there.
I guess it would be something that you wouldn't forget.
And I was certain that I packed it the night before. I put it in the bag, but I didn't bring it. For express check.
How difficult is it to get a replacement veil? Is it tough? Is it custom order or?
I was upset. I was very upset that the veil wasn't there.
She's crying right now. She shouldn't cry on her wedding day. If you cry, I only want it to be tears of happiness, okay?
Luckily for
Is that a
Twee,
shred of love, a
John
crumb of
saves
love?
the day.
I got it right here.
He's found the veil?
No, it's in the room, in a bag. Don't worry. Don't get upset. You know what? I'll drop it off.
Right now, John's trying to take care of her needs, but, you know, I'm kind of worried about John, too, because he's got so many things he's got to worry about.
Though John hopes Twee will remember this lesson about forgetting, he's not holding his breath.
I told her one day, because she's so absent-minded about things, I told her one day during something very important, she's gonna forget or lose something.
But that's also human nature.
Well, after we have kids, you're gonna leave the kid in the playground and come home.
Spite. There is, that is a loaded, like, disagreement there. There is spite happening there.
I am a woman of my own.
Later, Twee's forgetfulness has itself been forgotten. Instead, the happy couple are about to experience
Oh, there's the makeup. There's the
happy
makeup.
couple.
Very classic 2006. You've got a slight wash of shimmer on the eye. You've got a little tiny bit of tight lining. Got a nice little blush on the apples of the cheeks and a little nude lip. How simple makeup used to be. No forehead contour, no nose contouring, no eyebrow styling, no false lashes, no face mapping with contour concealer and highlighter. Just very, very minimal but fresh corrective makeup with a wash of colour on the lid. How times have changed.
I look quite pretty.
the event of a lifetime
of a wig.
as Twee's father proudly walks his daughter down the aisle.
Right. They, Maria.
All the months of planning, it did fade into oblivion.
At this point, my heart's pumping even more. My hands are sweating.
It didn't matter
Sweaty
whether
pussy.
something went wrong or something was perfect. You know, like
looks
just
lovely.
walking down the aisle, saying our vows was just perfect.
And something
Let's not
about
talk about
Twee's smile calms me. And it's not her smile from her lips, but from her eyes.
Oh.
There's something
Her
else
wig.
calming John. It turns out he didn't have to memorize his wedding vows after all.
Why
John,
wouldn't you want to?
do you affirm your desire and intention to enter this covenant?
I do.
And Twee, do you affirm your desire and intention to enter this covenant?
I do.
How different this is to Don't Tell the Bride, which was like, sit down! Does anybody care? In the presence of God!
By the authority committed unto me as a minister of the Church of Christ, I declare that John and Twee
The Church
are
of
now
Christ.
husband and wife.
How is that different from every other
John
church?
is your wife.
Right. Little kisses. Oh. Very
My privilege to introduce to you now Mr.
Classic.
and Mrs. John Kim.
Mr. and Mrs. John Kim. I always forget they read out the man's name first, don't they? This is very calm and collected.
There you go.
Right, suddenly we're seeing how much the wedding dress cost. $800. Not extortionate. Perhaps extortionate in 2006. Not so much now.
On the dance floor for your first dance.
On the dance floor.
Present to you Mr. and Mrs. John Kim.
Better on the dance wig. You better not kill the wig, do we? Gonna burn this goddamn wig right down. Champagne, girls! Time to get drunk! Ooh. Not the bride chasing the groom. Ooh. Shimmy that, shimmy that, shimmy that little. The wedding cost over 30 grand. Okay. We didn't see any of the
Thank
reason
you,
why
God.
that might be.
You thought it was gonna rain today, huh? Turned out to be a good day. Bridezilla's gone.
Does she look happy? Is that the face of a happy married woman to you?
Bridezilla's gone, and
She wasn't ever a
Twee's
bridezilla.
back, and she never left. It's just kind of a transformation, mutation, and she's back. So life is good.
That's not a happy woman.
I love you too.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not reading the situation right, but... Oh, okay. So we were introduced to 3 couples and we saw 1 couple get married. Therefore, I can imagine that the next couple of episodes are going to be about everybody else's marriage. But have I got some thoughts, my lovelies? It's been a little while since I've been so enraged here on the Chanel at content I am watching that I thought perhaps my optic nerves might evacuate in anger. What an interesting episode, my lovelies. I can't believe the bad luck, are we going to call it bad luck? We're going to call it incompetence of each company that each of these brides have had to deal with. Bridesmaid dresses, all incorrectly fitting and requiring further adjustments. A wedding dress not fitting and the seamstress suggesting that she should just pad it out with bra, like she hasn't got any boobies, so, you know, it won't fit if she ain't got no boobies, no. Also, we didn't see her wear her hanbok. Did that just not happen? Was that glossed over, moved on, never seen again? Interesting. And then we saw a bride shop create a dress that is somehow not on time and also filthy. I don't feel like the brides in this episode were in any way, shape or form being bridezillas, I actually think they were being quite reasonable in just wanting a good day and making sure the people around them have completed the jobs that they're being paid to do. Is that unreasonable? I would love to hear your guys' reactions, your guys' comments, your guys' discourse here on the Chanel in the comments box below, because I'm left feeling very different to how I expected to go into this episode. And with that, my lovelies, it's time for the Patreons for the last time in this studio. You can see yourself scrolling past on the screen right here. Yes, you can. Today's Instagram shout out goes to Eli Cornet. Thank you so much for following me over on Instagram. Stunning woman on the go. And if you want to be in with a chance of being featured in my next videos, Instagram shout out, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. It is XX Luxeria, and over there, I share my travel and fashion content. Yes. Once again, I want to say a massive thank you to my top tier Patreons. Orkos Samoji, Ari Adia X, Becky Johnson, Beebles32, Cameron Pittman, Shell Herman, ContraPoints, Emily Worsham, Eric Castillo, Finch Dunham, Hannah Ruth, Jen Martin, Jenny Wood, Caitlin Wright, Larissa Says Relax, Leanne Jones, Lenore, Les Banana, Mo Sherman, Ms. Kiss, Novembrix, Paula Rivera, Rye Loves Rory, Sky Dorim, Steph Utek, Taylor Martin, and Vicky Walsh. And you know what, my lovelies? I think I'm going to leave it on the note of, if you pay for a service and it's not being completed to a standard that you are happy with, and you are being reasonable in your expectation of the outcome, you are not being a Zilla. You are being a customer. Ugh! And with that, I'll see you in the next one.
I am a woman of my own.
Peace!